I'd like to have just a moment of silence, please, for the D-Day 75th anniversary. Thank you so much. Roll call, please.
Todd Warwick.
Here.
Greg Nelson.
Here.
Tom Jordan.
Here.
Dick Samples.
Here.
Paula Stewart.
Yes.
Jason Hill.
Here.
Harry Jennings.
Here.
John Green.
Here.
Tim Mann.
Here.
Rich Evans.
Here.
Tiffany Peters. Rob Cross.
Here.
Approval of the agenda on the action items, the budget, well, obviously we don't have it done yet because we already scheduled a meeting to finish that up. And on the tourism grants, we don't have the data back that we discussed yet for action item 9. So if we want to table those two items until at least our next meeting.
So what numbers are they again?
Action items 1 and 9, the budget and the Prairie Land grant.
1, 9,
Because we wanted some more, unless anyone's ready to move forward with the Prairie Land grant, but we discussed getting some more
okay,
data.
no problem. Under the mayor's report, scheduled committee meetings, do you have committees? Or?
Well, this was typed up before I was going to do the committee of the holes, and no, I don't yet, but I will. I promise I will.
So we need to pull it off too, maybe? Or?
Well, I was going to schedule just the committee of the holes, but we already got those
Gotcha,
scheduled
no problem.
on the last.
Scheduled committee. Okay,
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
we scheduled those unless you want to schedule another one. But
No,
I don't
well,
want
that's
to.
fine. I understand.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll just skip that. So.
Yeah.
So motion to approve the agenda with action items 1 and 9 taken off.
So
Table.
moved.
A second, please.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Any comments from the floor? Nice to see we have some more people here today. I like it when people show up. Approval of the regular session minutes for May 2nd, 2019. Absent any additions or corrections, a motion to approve
We
those
have a
minutes.
correction.
Sure.
It's on page 5, and it's under tractor pulls, 10,000, Paul Stewart. Made a motion, Todd Warwick second, followed by a roll call, yes, Tom Jordan, Tom Warwick, Jason Hill, Paul Stewart, and Greg Nelson. Greg Nelson was not in absentia, Dick Samples was, right?
Yes.
That is
Right.
correct.
Where's
Yep.
that at? Oh, I guess they know.
You big dummy.
Oh, right there.
Motion to approve the minutes with that correction.
Don't move.
Second.
Another page.
Part of it, yeah. Second.
Ah, gotcha.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All
Wait,
opposed,
who
say.
moved that motion? I
What?
didn't hear that.
Sorry.
Who made the motion?
Dick.
Dick did.
Who made
They had you do it twice.
All opposed, the same sign.
Okay,
Toggle for you, Bruce.
We have the April Treasurer's Report. A motion to approve the Treasurer's Report.
so moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same sign. For the May 2019 payables, we had $234,273.37 for general fund checks. Total TIF checks were $10,037.50. Total motor fuel tax checks, $428.75. Total tourism checks, $49,454.70. Total water sewer deposit refunds, $380. Total checks issued May 2019, $59,872.20, excuse me. Total May payables, $294,145.57. Motion to approve the May.
I have one
Sure.
question. Under Global Technical Systems, we have a $712.76 charge for lights for Chief's truck. And I think since it's 700, that's fire department. So what vehicle is that?
That's my personal vehicle that I respond to calls in 24/7.
Okay. Well, I would like that to be removed then, because if it's a personal truck, the way this is coded, it's under repairs, maintenance vehicles, and that's village-owned vehicles. I'm assuming? Not personally owned vehicles?
Does he have to have that for his, I think he has to have that for his job.
I have no idea, but, I mean, I didn't know, maybe I just am the only one that didn't know, did you guys know? I wasn't here when David Hickox became chief, so I don't know what the deal was. I did not know we equipped personal vehicles. I don't have any idea. Like, everybody has, like,
So we
people that
don't-
respond, what
the-
does the fire
the-
department give them?
The department gives every fireman a emergency light for their vehicle.
Okay, so if you want more than that, do you give more? Like if somebody else came and said they wanted $712 worth, would the fire department give that?
No, but my duty's a little bit, if there's any type of emergency, no matter where I'm at, I'm obligated to go.
Sure, no, I'm not disputing that at all.
And I see where you're going, but also too, I think it's cheaper than a chief's vehicle.
I'm just putting it out there, guys, I have a problem with this because it's equipping a personal vehicle. Our police chief has a police vehicle, so I feel that that needs to be equipped. John has a vehicle that's owned by our village, so perhaps that's something we need to look at as a board if you think you want to, but I'm having an issue with a personal vehicle.
Are they just blue lights?
It's a blue, red light combo.
Can you have blue, red lights in a personal vehicle?
The
Is that
chief-
allowable?
The chief can.
The chief can?
Mhm.
Is that allowable?
By statute, anybody on the department can, it just requires a letter from the
Okay.
chief. So, yeah, the chief is the one that authorizes the rest of
Okay.
it.
Oh, I guess I don't know the logistics of it on far as personal, but I guess I don't agree with what you say on, it's cheaper than the chief, well, in other words, the chief having a car when, you know, it's not a full-time position, so. I guess that's, I don't know how it's set up, so that's why, I mean, it is kinda,
I'm just throwing that out there because I didn't know if we had a vehicle that actually belonged to the village and then we added lights.
Well, since there is a question of it, I mean,
Yeah.
make a suggestion here is we've got a committee meeting and a special meeting scheduled for the 18th and 20th. We could discuss it at the, so we could reapprove this on the 20th. I say reapprove it.
Yeah, I don't
Approve the
wanna-
payables minus that and then,
Yes.
and then discuss this on the 18th and we could approve that on the 20th.
That
That's-
sounds great.
Yeah. And
Rich, what does the rank and file have? What, do they just have the dash mounted blue lights, or
I'm sorry, what did you say?
what do the rest of the firefighters have? Do they still use the dash mounted blue lights that you plug in a cigarette lighter? How's it?
Smaller LED that go on your rear view mirror or before your suction cup to your front windshield.
Okay.
can we look in the past and see what has been done and
I will say that's,
prior chief?
that has, what's been done in the past.
Okay.
David did turn his in, but wires were cut. And it was,
I think David had, because I live right across the street from him, I think he had a visor.
yes.
Yes, okay. So, I guess, I mean, I don't have any problem with the light. I'm just saying that I think $712.76 seems excessive.
Part of that too is the radio installation.
Okay.
Well, I suggest we do what Harry suggests is don't pay that part and use that, I don't know, what is it, the 18th?
Now,
we're having a meeting?
but there are two things on Global, so I don't
What's
want
the other
to.
one on
The
Global?
other one is attributed to the police department, and that is what Tim already talked to us about, that he had a replacement system for, well, I won't say it for you, go ahead.
Yeah,
I knew
it is.
about that.
The analog radios, we're still replacing them a couple of years. We wait till the end of the budget if there's money left, which obviously there has been. We ordered two to replace the analog radios.
Okay.
So that's in the amount of $830, so is there a way to do that, Harry?
Yeah.
To like approve the $830?
Yeah.
And take off the $712.76 to talk about that later?
7/12/76.
Tiffany, does that
Yeah.
make sense?
If it's all in one check, I'll hold the whole check.
Okay,
But that's fine. You make your motion however you need to, but I'll just withhold payment for the whole thing until.
okay. I don't have a problem with the 8:30, but if she's gotta hold the check, are you guys okay?
I'd still make the motion to just,
Yeah, I just think about just to remove the one
Do you guys
expense.
want-
just the seven.
Pass that down to
just the
Megan, that might
712.
help.
Yeah.
71276 is what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, did you want me to make that motion?
Yes, please.
So I'd like to make a motion to remove the Global Technology Systems, the part of the check that is 71276, and it was attributed to the fire department. 926, which is repairs, maintenance of vehicle. That's how it was coded.
Absent that, your motion is to approve the rest.
Absolutely. However you read it with all those other
Yes.
amounts, yes.
I'll second that.
All right, let's go ahead and do a roll call if you don't mind. While you're doing that. Chief, just bring that, just make sure we'll bring the invoice there. And like you said, it's got radios too, so that way, you know, that way everybody's on the same page, and we'll bring that on the 18th, we'll break it down. And
Todd Warwick,
everybody be on the same page.
Paula Stewart,
Yes.
Jason Hill,
Yes.
Greg Nelson,
Yes.
Tom Jordan,
Yes.
Dick Samples.
Yes.
All right, moving on, village cleanup days. Take advantage of those, please. John, go ahead and please give a rundown. Where's the run off? There you go, right there.
Today was the first day, 4 dumpster pulls.
But go ahead and give a rundown of the times, location, I know,
Oh.
but,
It was today, tomorrow, 7 to 7, and Saturday will be 7 to 1. The police department's gonna lock the gates at 7 each night, and then again at 1 on Saturday, because with the dumpsters down there, if they get full, people will keep coming in, they'll start
they'll
dumping them on
start,
the
they
ground.
will. And it's over at Hardin.
On the Hardin.
No paint, no it says e-waste, that's no electronics. I've been getting asked that if you can bring
We've got-
TVs and whatnot.
It's on our website, we also have a sign that's on the gate that says what you cannot.
Good deal. And there is no charge for that. I've been
There's
asked
no
that
charge,
too.
no.
No charge for that. And just to throw this out there too, the city's also having their cleanup days.
Same
Same.
time.
You know where their location is? It's over off
Down
of
Oak Street.
Oak Street. Okay. The Godfrey Water Toy is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, noon to 7, and then
1 to 7.
1 to 7. I'm sorry, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 7, and then Saturday, Sunday, noon to 7.
Right. Yep.
And then building permits, we had a total of 10 building permits, estimated cost $15,600, and total permit fees of $120. Committee meetings, we already have set for the 18th, and then we have a special meeting set for the 20th. Hopefully we're gonna finish our budget up this. 6 p.m. on the 18th and 7 p.m. on the 20th, and I did have a question on why didn't we just do like we've done before with like a 6 p.m. committee meeting and do a 7 p.m. Special meeting, which we could. But no guarantee we would get done by 7
Yeah.
p.m. So I think we're better off being safe with the 2 separate meetings. And then last reminder is just in July, instead of being on Thursday, our July meeting will be on Tuesday, July 2nd, still at 7 p.m. Okay, absent anything else, we'll move on. The TIF application for sleep-in, that's up for revote, so we'll have I'll entertain a motion. Sorry.
So one is tabled
One is tabled.
18th. 18th.
and 9 is tabled.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright.
So action item number 2. A motion for a percentage for
I'll make the same motion I did last time, 50%.
50%, a second.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Okay, Paula Stewart,
Yes.
Jason Hill,
Yes.
Greg Nelson,
No.
Tom Jordan,
No.
Dick Samples,
Yes.
Todd Warwick,
Yes.
And just for the public's awareness, when something like that happens, when it comes back for the revote, as long as it passes with its
2/3.
2/3, that is finality to the item, so that's it, it's fine. And so approval of hires for the fire department, can you go ahead and list those 4 names for us, please?
Yes, Eric Brockhouse,
Eric Brockhouse,
Jack Marble,
Jack
Marble, B-A-R-B-L-E,
VARBLE,
Evan Davidson,
Evan Davidson,
and Brian Tobin.
Brian Tobin. A motion to approve those, I just prefer
So
to.
debate, police chief, has these all been approved and no problems or anything?
I ran background checks on them, and they all came back fine.
We switched that just a little bit, Dick. We do all village employees or affiliates in this case. We've set up an account with a national company, they're based out of Springfield actually, that does the whole 9 yards. So yes, sir, they have been.
Okay.
Motion
Oh, I
to
thought you said-
approve those 4 hires.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Second?
No, you're good, you're good.
I just want to clarify, I know Brian Tobin. He went to school with my kids, and I went to school with his mom and dad. So do you guys want me to abstain on part of it because I know him? I mean,
No.
I haven't seen him in years, but
It's-
I know
Well,
who
if
he
there's a
is.
reason to.
Okay.
We're small enough town, you're gonna
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
All right, just want to put that out there. I went to school with his parents, so.
Eric used to be on the.
Yeah, he was on the department several years ago,
Good, good to
before
see
he
him
left
back.
to go to Champaign,
He's
so
a-
yeah.
Okay.
Excellent paramedic.
He
Oh,
was a
good.
Eric Brockhouse.
Greg Nelson,
Yes.
Tom Jordan,
Yes.
Dick Samples,
Yes.
Todd Warwick,
Yes.
Jason Hill,
Yes.
Paula Stewart.
Yes.
Okay, approval of services, Matt Martin for our website design of up to $5,000 is what we discussed. Like that in the form of a motion, if that's okay.
Yes,
I'll make a motion.
Yeah, oh, go ahead. That's fine. I'll
Let-
second it
Let you
then.
two arm wrestle.
Yeah, I'll second it for you, Tom.
Todd Warwick,
Yes.
Paula Stewart.
Yes.
Jason Hill,
Yes.
Greg Nelson,
Yes.
Tom Jordan.
Yes.
Dick Samples.
Yes.
All right, the liquor license modifications. Does everyone feel comfortable with going ahead forward with the liquor license modifications?
You were just gonna make those changes, right? Well, like the Sunday, because you
Yes,
said you
yes.
copied, okay.
I and the H, sure.
Yeah, whatever we all talked about is
Mhm.
fine with me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and read off some stuff here, and
Oh,
I'm gonna
good.
try and not get jumbled up when I say
Okay,
it,
good.
because with everything. Proposed changes, what we would do is with the proposed changes, we would change the Class A. Now, let me back up for a second. We discussed going from 130 to 2.
Yeah.
I don't care either way. We currently don't have we currently have one
Oh.
tavern that's for sale.
Yeah.
If it sells, we won't have a bar. The gaming, is this okay to have a brief discussion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I know sometimes you do it before the motions,
Yeah.
but the motion needs to be either 130 or 2, so.
No, you're good.
They will still serve alcohol, like a gaming parlor could still serve alcohol. I'm on the fence about the 130 or 2, but part of me is like, they can be self-regulating, you know, they can always close earlier. So with a gaming parlor, that's where they make their money, is with the games. I don't think they're gonna want riffraff coming in there. So if they start to get that trouble, I think, like I said, it would be self-regulating, they'd close that extra half hour.
And didn't you say you would prefer it not be 2?
Yes. But I also have absolutely confidence that our police department can handle it. There again, too, if it did become an issue, it wouldn't be a big deal to go back and switch it back that half hour.
And you say
So-
that this is Jacksonville's is 1:30, or
It-
Jacksonville does too?
Jacksonville's 1:30.
Okay.
If we went to 2, it'd be an extra half hour.
Because we talked about them coming across to South Jacksonville, so.
Yes.
I'm
Let's
more
go one
inclined-
step further. If we issue another tavern license, are we going to allow them to run till 2?
This would be modifying everything. Yes.
Okay?
Well, if Jacksonville's 1:30, I would say we should be 1:30.
No issue with that at all.
Just because I don't want people running over here at 1:30, and then you could get a lot of people on between 1:30
Yeah.
and 2.
My only thing is if you were going to do the gaming parlor license, you should probably do the Class A tavern license as well. That's my.
I think that makes sense, yeah.
But at 2 a.m., if you're going to do one of them at 2 a.m., you should do both of them at 2 a.m. If you're going to do one of them at 1:30, you should do both of them.
I agree.
So,
Tim, in your professional opinion, I mean, would you see a problem with it being at 2?
In my unprofessional opinion, I remember my days of consuming, and at the end of the night, we went as fast and hard as we could to the last place that was serving alcohol. Sometimes that was Springfield. So, I think that's still, I think that would still be the thing. I think you'd have people coming down here. What would solve it is if we built a wall. But if we're not gonna do that, I think being open.
For goodness sake.
So what's your,
That's a wall like
Put that on the
My
next.
opinion is it could cost the village residents.
so you would rather,
Paying for that.
you would rather see it stay at, go to 130?
Match the cities, yes, sir. That's
Okay,
just
I'm
my opinion.
good with that.
Let me scribble that down so I don't.
Greg just said Jacksonville could pay for the wall, because I said, who would pay for that? And he said,
Right.
Jacksonville, of course.
There we go.
The hell is it, Mexico or something?
Yeah.
Did Springfield have a 3 AM license once upon a time? They had all kinds of problems, is that
They
correct?
still do.
They still have it?
A few, yeah.
Yeah, they've pulled a few of them from, they still have a few of them, and you're right. I mean, at that time of the night, they're typically nothing but problems.
Not good.
I'd
No,
still
those are
leave the 130. What do you guys think?
Like 130, 20 late.
It sounds like the consensus is 130, so that's what I'm scribbling down here is
You can all come to
130.
my house for
Um,
130 too.
Even on that night.
I'm sleeping.
These are
I wouldn't be done.
These are, also, I wanted to add too, that would also change our, let me see, I gotta put the other side. We have in our ordinance where they can stay open an extra hour on Christmas, or almost say Christmas Eve, on New Year's Eve. An extra,
Do we really? I
Yes.
don't even remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
that's been forever.
Has it?
it's in there, so
Huh.
instead of 3 AM, that would be 2:30.
Oh, yeah, I see it here, but I don't remember it. So that was just something that we had before.
Yes, it's already in there, I just moved it up, so you could either
So
move it
2
2:30 or you can make it 2. It's up to you.
Do they change in Jacksonville?
Yes.
How long? They
I
go-
did not see that,
It's
so
an extra.
it's an extra hour, so
So
make it.
then we should probably be an extra hour.
Some clarification
so.
there, that means you quit serving at 1:30,
Yes, sir.
and what time do they have to be out the door?
By 2, whatever time you set, they have to stop serving 30 minutes prior to.
Okay.
So there's a last call deal, and then they have to be out the door by a half hour later.
Yes, sir.
So our current times, our current times run from 11 AM to 1:30 AM for some licenses, and from 6 AM to 1 AM on other licenses, with the addition of a Sunday sales license, which can extend those hours on Sunday. So what I'm proposing we change is we do away with the Sunday license completely, add the Sunday in, so the hours will be 6 AM to 1 AM, Sunday through Thursday, 6:30 AM to 1:30 AM, Friday and Saturday, for all licenses. Class A tavern, Class B restaurant and lodging, Class C package, Class D cabaret, Class E beer and wine, Class F beer only, Class G special event would be hours as prescribed, and then we would change our I that was previously the gaming parlor liquor license to the Class H gaming parlor liquor license, because the previous Sunday sales Class H would go away.
What is a cabaret?
It's a good question.
Yeah, Tim, ask Tim.
What is it?
Smithfield has one.
Yeah, you don't want, yeah.
I don't want to know
No,
what a cabaret is? All right.
They make a lot of money.
Oh,
Say 6:30 to 1:30.
Ladies or gentlemen of the night club.
okay.
Deja vu.
Now I got you.
I didn't know the name of it, thanks.
Only a little bit worse than deja vu.
Well, that's a nicer name, cabaret.
And then the fees, was everybody okay with that fee list?
Yeah.
Okay, Class A would change to 500, Class B to 500, Class C to 400, Class D to 500, Class E to 350, Class F to 325, Class G to 350, Class H to 2,500, and that's every 6 months. And then New Year's Eve, Class A, B, C, D, E, F, and H would remain open an additional 1 hour, which would be until 2:30 a.m.
Till 2:30, yeah.
Okey-dokey. Motion to that effect.
But we don't have to repeat that when we, so I'll make that motion, but I'm not- whatever you just said.
I'll second
I'll
that. Oh,
Go ahead.
you take this one.
I'll second, yeah, there you go.
I'm just glad I got through all that in one shot.
Rob was listening, so I think he
Yeah.
was right.
Yeah, you got it.
Jason Hill,
Yes.
Greg Nelson,
Yes.
Tom Jordan,
Yes.
Jake Sample,
Yes.
Todd Ward,
Yes.
Paul Stewart.
Yes.
Okay, and now a motion to approve an addition of a gaming license, not the liquor license, but the gaming license, a gaming parlor license. We currently have 4, and this would be number 5.
Oh, right. And that,
That's for the Zodiac.
Well, to be clear, to be clear, we can't issue a license. You create the license and I issue it. You can't issue or can't create a license for a particular entity. So you just create the 5th license and then I would issue it first come, first serve, absent any, I mean, obviously no favoritism or discrimination or anything, as long as the applications come in and it meets all the criteria and background and fits the ordinance. Then, so, does that make sense when I say it like that?
Absolutely.
yeah,
Okay.
but in all
exactly right.
fairness, really, when we've done this before, we've had someone in mind because they, if
Well,
they've
there's someone
talked to
in
the
mind
board
now, I
before,
believe.
right.
Yeah.
And
And
so if they
usually-
talked to the board before, usually that's the only one that comes.
Usually there's an application pending anyway.
Yes,
But just as a technical aspect, you're not creating it for that
Right.
entity, it's still up for grabs.
right.
So if that one does fall through, for whatever reason, it would still be available unless we hurried up and revoked it later on.
Which doesn't mean we have to grant it, correct? If it's available,
Yes
or do
and
you?
no, as
Okay.
long as they meet the
Then we would.
requirements, we would have to.
But we aren't aware of anyone else. No one's talked to
There
us.
was another one that requested that was gonna come at the last meeting, at the last committee meeting, that I discussed via email and sent you guys out, but then they decided that they went to another location, so I
Okay.
don't know if there's still that interest. I mean, we get a lot of calls on them, so
Okay,
if we had another license, somebody would probably come within 6 months, so.
okay.
A motion to create that additional license.
I'll make that a motion.
A second.
I'll second that.
Tom Jordan,
Yes.
Dick Samples,
Yes.
Todd Ward,
Yes.
Jason Hill,
Yes.
Paul Stewart,
Yes,
Greg Nelson.
Yes.
Tourism grant approval of 4th of July celebration. This is not for the fireworks, it's just for the celebration over at Nichols Park. The request is $1,500. Motion to approve that grant.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
And I think it should be brought out that these two are not the same, guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to make the
Don't
point.
get confused.
Yeah.
They're the
Mhm.
same.
because
They
we
are
were
not.
confused one year.
Right.
Yeah, they sent us a bill for the fireworks
Yeah.
one year. It's like, hey, can you just put that in a grant application?
Yeah,
Dick Samples,
Yes.
Todd Ward,
Yes.
Paul Stewart,
yes,
Jason Hill,
Yes.
Greg Nelson,
Yes.
Tom Jordan.
Yes.
The second grant is for the actual fireworks. Same time frame, but this is for the actual fireworks. Also $1,500 request tourism grant. A motion to approve that.
So moved.
Second.
I'll second.
Paul Stewart,
yes,
Jason Hill,
Yes.
Greg Nelson,
Yes.
Tom Jordan,
Yes.
Dick Samples,
Yes.
Todd Ward.
Yes.
And we'll get, after we pay our attorney copious amounts of money, he'll type that up in the actual ordinance that is way more legal.
That we'll send to the people.
But I'll need that.
But yeah, we'll send the times to them tomorrow or whenever you want. Any old business?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to, and I just removed it here, but this thing that was brought to us last week, this free sack lunches for kids, I think we need to follow up on this, because we made mention of giving them water, bottled water, but I don't think anything's been done.
They got some donations for the water
Okay,
from Fastenal, so I don't know if there's anything else we want to do. besides
okay,
that.
that's fine. As
Right.
long as- huh?
I will keep in contact with them because I've been getting sandwich bags from Reynolds.
Okay, that's great. But I think this one hell of a good program.
Oh, I think it is.
and it's-
Well, and
For
like
a
we
little
keep
bit of
bringing it
money.
up, since there's more people here, this is probably a great thing, and they're coming to South Jacksonville. They said they'd be at the South School, is that
At the
right?
school, I believe, yeah.
I think- Ninth, isn't it?
They could probably use some volunteers too. I intend to
That was the
volunteer
biggest
again
thing
this-
they were asking
Yeah.
for was
Yeah, I-
volunteers.
This is a
I'd
free
be all in
lunch
on that.
program for kids. And all they have to do is show up. There's nobody taking the records. There's nobody doing anything else. It's just one hell of a good program,
Mhm.
any way you wanna look at it.
Yeah, they're doing,
Almost 8,700 lunches they serve per year. So.
yeah, that's quite a few.
And I don't think that included South Jacksonville last year.
No, it didn't.
No, South Jacksonville
I
didn't have
thought they were
a
up to
distribution site
380
last year.
A day now. So,
But yeah, I think the biggest thing they were asking for was help getting the stuff out. So
Right, it does say
people wanna-
volunteers, yeah.
so if anybody's wanting to volunteer helping, pack these lunches and stuff, it's at Grace Methodist Church. Would it say what day?
Well, there's South Jacksonville Elementary.
Or when they pack the lunches?
Sunday night, I believe, isn't it?
Look on there.
I have it down June 9th.
If I may, Mayor, I
Sure, shoot.
worked with them last year, I'll just give a bit of information. So June 9th is this upcoming Sunday. On Sundays, they go a bit later with the older folks that are coming in. They have, I believe it's a concert or something of some nature. Anyway, on Sundays, they start at 5:30 in the basement of Grace United Methodist Church. Monday through Thursday, they begin packing lunches at 4. At about 11 o'clock a.m., Monday through Friday, volunteers start packing the lunches and different drinks that they may be offering into their cars and taking them to the various locations. So Sunday through Thursday is the main set, and Grace United Methodist Church is right by the pole.
And Brad and
Just
Brad and Sandy Heaton are the people's name that's.
Number should be on there.
Yes, it is.
Either for the church or for them. Also, To the Streets 2018, TOTHE Streets, To the Streets 2018 @gmail.com is the email address for further correspondence.
All right.
This is an absolute great program.
Yes,
Really
it
is.
is.
Sandy is incredibly dedicated and wants to make sure that every child in Jacksonville and South Jacksonville is properly fed and sustained for the summer, because free lunch programs through school are not.
Huge need for it. And it was really sad that some of those kids on Friday would want to take 2 lunches because they know they
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
go to lunch on Saturday.
Yeah, they're from Rushville, I think, so they're, I think that's where they're from.
Well, even here, you've got kids just walking up in their groups, and it's just good to be able to offer what we can.
All right. Any other items? Any new business?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
All opposed, same sign.
That's kind of sad.